Hello, Monsters Abound here. Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 13 of my Beastmen campaign that may be unlucky for some, but won't you join me as we learn the true meaning of Easter? Maybe. I don't... Let's not rule anything out, but... might do. Anyway, so I have renamed some of these units. So... the Moo Fighters are back. They did die, unfortunately, but they're back. That's good, you know, another tour, that's good. City's Bane, Bell Squad, Mutastics, change that a little bit, and of course Tweedledee and Tweedledum in Malagore. There's Tweedledee. Tweedledum is slightly higher rank than Tweedledee. Will that be a point of contention between them? We'll just have to find out. And I've also renamed this guy to Job because he can do magic tricks.
Illusion, Michael. Trick is something a whore does for money.
So that's a thing. So that's good. And we also... there's an army from Marienburg here. They did spot Malagore and sort of snuck up to him, sidled up, but Malagore's just wandered off and hidden again. We are still recruiting a couple of Slangors, because I need that armour piercing. We need some armour piercing in our army, because currently nothing armour pierces, although to be honest, the Chaos Spawn probably have more than enough weapon damage to make up for the fact they've still got 63 armour piercing, so I mean it's not all bad, to be honest. If anything, I think they've got probably more armour piercing than some armour piercing units, but that's beside the point. What do the Centaurs have actually? Their armour piercing is 26. Yes, okay, so the Chaos Spawn probably are armour piercing anyway, really, realistically, if we're looking at it. Still, we'll have some Slangors and they should do very well, and they'll keep Oxel Rose company because they're all a bit, you know, all a bit weird together. So that'll be nice. They can canoodle with each other or something. Oh. They're beastmen. I mean, oh, what? They didn't spot us. So what are they doing? Can the AI? Is the AI pretending not to see us? Wait, where's my... oh, the Brayherd got killed. That's right. Yeah. Morghur has been spotted. But I don't think they'll attack him. Yeah, they don't want to fight. But we do. Oh, it looks like the scalings just died at Helmgart, so that's fine. They want us to... now, I did wonder... someone did say about getting the sea items, the treasure chests at sea, and I might actually just recruit a Beast Lord to go and do that. Potentially, that could be a thing. We got...
no, I am the lion.
Yeah, well... so you say. So we've got our Slangors, there they are. Fantastic stuff. That is going to be costing us a little bit of cash, but actually, not too much. That's not bad. I think what we'll probably do is go and kill Luon. Oh, we caught him in an ambush. That's not going to go very well for him, is it? So we've got the Gift of Chaos. It's going to give us missile resistance, physical resistance, and melee defense. Maybe I'll give it to Mutalica. Just boost him up a little bit. That way he's got 15% physical resistance, 79 melee defense, and some missile resistance, which 23% missile resistance, so that's pretty good. I think I'll do that. And of course we caught them in an ambush, so this is going to be pretty brutal, I think, but we will fight it because it is Luon. Makes sense. So we've managed to catch Leoncoeur in an ambush. This is going to be over very, very quickly. You have some Pegasus Knights, they're going to come charging down to some Chaos Spawn. That's not going to last very well. However, this unit is going to go and hit the Harpies, and the Harpies are going to very much lose that fight very, very slowly. Look how quickly they're dying. The rest of the battle, however, is going our way as peasants run all over the place. And the Slangors, of course, their first battle. Let's have a quick look at the Slangors. Of course, they're wearing a lot of very tight black equipment. Probably the only reason they're not wearing nipple clamps is because... on the other hand, that one does... is he? I can't... you know what? I'm not going to check. It's fine. I'm not really that interested. So they're going to come careering into the back of these Bretonnian knights. Now, they're not anti-large units, but they are armour-piercing, and these Knights of the Realm are going to go down very, very quickly. The Pegasus Knights are chasing down the Harpies as the Harpies try and run away. The Pegasus Knights are so fast! Even with Mystifying Miasma on them, they still had a 118 speed. The Harpies only just managed to get away. However, the Pegasus Knights have come careering back into the main blob of Beastmen. That's probably not a sensible option, because a lot of these Beastmen want to eat them. There we go, the Pegasus Knights are fleeing, the last few Bretonnian peasants being run down. In fact, some Knights have managed to come back into the fight, amazingly. Not quite sure what they're doing, but the Slangors are moving up to... Look how quick the Slangors move. They can chase down cavalry on foot. So they're going to batter away at these Knights, and Centaurs charging after this peasant mob. Not much of a competition there, really. I mean, that went very well, apart from obviously the Harpies, who got severely disinfected. That was not ideal. We are going to... I could devour the captives and basically replenish my entire... I think I'm going to do that because we do have another army to kill. So let's devour the captives. Luon is going to run away. Morghur will get Kingslayer. So plus 10 charge bonus, that's fine. Recruitment cost minus 20% for cavalry units. This time the king may well be dead. Oh well, long live the king. And Job has got campaign line of sight plus 8. So that's a good job there. Morghur, you've got a skill point to spend. I think we're just going to go for Hatred of Man. Maybe Banquet of Flesh might be useful because obviously your speed is... I mean, for the... It's still quick, but compared to the rest of the army, it's decidedly slow. Okay, I think what we'll do is Malagore's going to get something wicked this way comes. Malagore's very presence strikes fear into the heart of men. They tremble at the sight of the Crowfather approaching. So that's going to reduce enemy leadership by 6 for the local region, which is fairly huge, actually. Now, we could chase down Luon, but on the other hand, we could go down and destroy this Marienburg army. I think that is going to be the more important thing to do. I don't think we can do both. Well, we might be able to. Because we can move quite far. Well, let's... No, I'm not gonna risk it. Just to be on the safe side. Let's move Morghur up. Now, they don't have any artillery, so I'm going to get Malagore to start the fight. Or not. As who is it?
Absolutely not.
Matthias Ising decides that he doesn't want to fight and decides to run away instead. Well, we'll attack Ilhart instead then. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. The only difference... Oh, they do have artillery. So that's not the end of the world. Although... Oh no, the Harpies, of course, are healed up because we devoured the captives. That's all good. That's fine. We will fight this battle and get Tweedledum and Tweedledee to blat the vast majority of this army with rocks. Tweedledum and Tweedledee seeing if they can take out that mortar. It's, you know, quite a shot, but I think they've done it. I think they've taken out one of the mortars already. Yes, there we go. One mortar squarely hit. They've only got one mortar left. So we're going to continue to lob rocks at it. So we've got a small starting enemy army led by an Arch-Lector, the Witch Hunter. And they still have that mortar? Is it still operational? It is still operational. For the moment. Oh, will this get it? Oh, what a shot. And the rest of their army is moving in. Job is going to try and do some magic and hit the Arch-Lector with an amber spear. Will he be able to do it? He's having to move quite far from our lines. He's going to give it a shot. Off it goes. And misses him. That was less than impressive, wasn't it? Anyway, you're going to run back. So Job is running back to the safety of his own lines. There he goes. Morghur's force is moving in. Axel Rose in his pimp mobile. Pimp and ride, there he goes. Just showing off to everyone else. Centaurs moving past, over to the left flank. Going to move some Kel spawn over to the right flank and have some of them on the left flank. And the Slangors will be in the left and right flank so they can move around and hit some of the enemy units in the rear. Because they are bloody fast. Look at them go. So they do have some Pistoliers. We're going to move the Centaurs in, try and deal with some of these ranged units, but these Pistoliers are just... We just don't trade well with the Pistoliers. The Pistoliers seem to be better than the Centaurs at picking off... skirmishing, really. So Tweedledum and Tweedledee continuing to lob rocks. And getting some very, very good shots. Really punishing those Pistoliers. Malagore sort of hanging around at the back. We're just waiting for the enemy army to draw a little bit closer. Centaurs and Pistoliers skirmishing on the left flank there, trying to push them away from our Chaos Spawn. Another Amber Spear there by Job, which again misses. Not really. So far he's managed to kill 0. Not like Tweedledum and Tweedledee, who have got 17 and 10 kills respectively. I'm going to charge towards the enemy army, of course. After a while we just get bored and decide that we're going to give them a good old charge. Slangors leading the way. For some reason they're in the centre. I'm not entirely sure why. But they're going to get straight... just stuck in immediately. Probably not the best to throw them into combat like that, but that's what replenishment's for. So it's still continuing to skirmish a bit on the left flank. Chaos Spawn hitting some pikemen. That's not going to be a problem for them. And all over the place, state troops dying. Marienburg right flank's collapsed, and with that our Gors can start flanking. The colourful Marienburg uniforms are going to look even more colourful when it's covered in red. That's their blood, that's what I mean. That's what I'm trying to get across there, is that we're going to obviously kill a lot of them. So Tweedledum and Tweedledee have moved over to the left flank. Lob some bolts at these Pistoliers. Basically, the Pistoliers are being absolute nuisance. The Centaurs don't seem to be very effective against them. Whereas our Centaurs don't really have the armour to survive the rather low damaging. I mean, they've got 73 missile damage compared to 55. So I think the Pistoliers are actually better than our Centaurs. Mind you, the Centaurs I think are probably better in melee. So, I mean, the Centaurs throwing axes have 80 charge bonus. So they're actually quite good shot cavalry. So it's not all bad. Empire Captain flying in on his Pegasus. The enemy Lord is dead. He's been surrounded by Ungors. And this Captain has decided to come and fight some Chaos Spawn. That's probably not that's not very sensible. And he is quickly surrounded and cut down. Those Pistoliers, absolute bugger. To be honest, the AI uses missile cavalry obnoxiously well. It really can. Just always a nightmare to fight against. But still, we didn't lose many. So that's all good. I don't think there's any point looting and raising it for 7. So we're just going to raise and defile. There we go, Ulrich Hergiger and Matthias Ising and Eldred von Bluten, all dead. And we got an enchanted shield and a Herdstone Keeper. So that's good, and Job has got a skill point. Do I put it in the Amber Spear? Maybe he can actually hit with it this time? Yeah, let's do that. Give it a shot. Give him another go. See if he can actually hit anyone with it. Never mind. Okay, we're gonna get, I think, health for Metallica. Let's get some health. I don't think there's anything really else. I mean, we could go for the best of the beast, but well, the evasion is quite nice. Let's go, because I mean the evasion would help. That would be... Oh, we can get another Gorebull as well, can't we? I kept thinking about this and I kept forgetting. Okay, so we can get... Obviously we'll already name him. And I already know what I'm going to name him. We can make him fleet-footed. Or I mean, I don't do an awful lot of raiding. Having a Minotaur with frenzy. Do Minotaurs already have frenzy? I don't think they've got blood greed. So I think we're going to do that. We are going to get Malagore. He's going to get the raid chart, that guy. However, that is not his name. His name is Al. Gorebull. That's his name. Perfect.
I hope now you boys see that this is totally serial.
Fantastic. Do I want... I mean, I guess we can... Well, you've taken some casualties. You've got post-Bray herd boo. Yeah, you're not very happy, are you? Your herd's a bit sad. A little bit upset. Malagore, on the other hand, is having a whale of a time. That's fine. We'll sort that out. I do need another Bray herder. We're going to... Well, do I need another Bray herder if we take on Marienburg? I don't think we do. I think we'll be okay. We'll camp here. Lay siege to Marienburg next turn. And of course we can just siege it down for a bit. So we might do that. We could also build a building. I mean, we could get the desecrated altar. We've already got a pile of flesh. And I guess desecrated altar is probably just a bigger pile of flesh. That's probably what that is. It does cost a lot though. We could get the rocky shelter. That would reduce campaign movement range for armies starting their turns in the same province, which would help us catch up with those armies. So that could be a potential. We could also get the tribes high gathering. That would give us more growth, which is... that would be quite nice. We do have... how much would another building be? 14. I mean, I did kind of want a giant. I kind of wanted a Sigor. I don't really... I mean, I think maybe I've got too many Chaos Spawn. On the other hand, they do only cost 29, so they are really, really cheap. I could get rid of the Hounds of Pestilence. I don't really use them much anymore. Get Rose, get a Sigor, maybe? Maybe I'll just hold... well... you know what, I think getting the Desecrated Altar is always going to be... because that increases or decreases our upkeep by another 10%. So I mean that's pretty good. It does reduce our horde growth, but I think that's manageable. It does look like we're getting... I think we're getting 1 growth a turn, which is... I mean, yeah, okay, let's go for the Desecrated Altar then. The old world contains many altars to its Madrid gods. When the Beastmen come, these sacred places will be despoiled by big piles of flesh. It's like... oh, it's Karl. Karl's back. Karl has attacked Malagore. It's a ballsy move. I'll give him that. I think maybe he didn't see Morghur. I mean, I mean, it is Karl, isn't it? Wiggle von Stoenhofen. That's an amazing name. Wiggle. Karl and his friend Wiggle and Ubel, as well as Adolphus Bieber. Bieber? Is he a believer? Oh, he's Dirk Aldrich, Adolphus Bieber, and Colt. That's a lot of heroes. Do I fight that? It looks like it's going to be fairly straightforward. Yeah, sure, why not? So Karl's decided to pick a fight with Malagore. Unfortunately, Malagore has some assistance in the form of Morghur, so this is not going to go well for Karl. To be honest, things have not been going well for Karl ever since he tried to go and kill Skarsnik and returned home to well, ash. We've got General of the Empire there. There's lots of people on Pegasuses at the moment. It's a bit difficult to deal with, to be honest, but never mind. So they do have some Reichsguards, Free Company Militia, some Empire Knights. They've got a lot of Knights in this army, but the army is looking a little bit beaten up. Mind you, so is ours. Some of these Slangors have taken quite a bit of damage in that last battle. A little bit of damage here and there, but not too bad. Not too bad at all. The Tweedledum and Tweedledee are going to start lobbing rocks any second. Yeah, so it looks like this General of the Empire is going to be their first target. I think did they actually manage to clip him with a boulder? Jeez. That's pretty impressive. But I think they're going to start launching rocks at these Reichsguard as they slowly meander around. The nice thing about the Cygals, of course, is they're much quicker than normal artillery. They've got a speed of 42. And also they can look after themselves in combat. I mean, you don't particularly want to throw them into combat, but they can actually deal with things fairly reasonably. So you can see they've got 47 melee attack and 513 weapon strength, so not too bad. Only 25 melee defense though. So the main army is now moving up. I say the main army, I mean it's not much of it. And there's Karl on foot, I believe. Hasn't even got a horse yet. That's a bit sad, Karl. I mean, you've got a General of the Empire and a Pegasus. They just hit him with another rock. I'm amazed that Tweedledum and Tweedledee are such good shots. Especially with the one eye and poor depth perception. That is really overcoming your disability, isn't it? And it really does show that Morghur is very much an equal opportunities employer. As long as you're a beastman, so... But still, you know, I mean... Job is going to try and launch a Amber Spear and actually manages to hit right through Karl's face. Impressive stuff. On the ground there, and then his Reichsguard just rides straight over him, those Empire Knights. So then Karl picks himself up and goes charging after Job, but it's not really going to work very well. The General of the Empire, I think, was going after Job, but decides that he's not going, and then hits Malagore instead. Unfortunately, Malagore's taking quite a lot of damage and takes a chunk more and gets knocked over. So his Ungor eventually will notice and move into assist. Empire Knights charging into the Ungor over there. Chaos Spawn hitting another unit of Reichsguard. They're going to go down very quickly. A unit of Empire Knights charging down the hill, but Axel Rose charges into them and starts, I'm going to be honest, murdering the lot of them. It's pretty bloody impressive, actually. He just stamps his feet, his little Tuskor there is just... He's racking up the kills. 8, 9, 10. He manages to destroy it. I mean, that is... I have a newfound respect for Axel Rose. He truly is metal through and through. Got a Empire Captain being surrounded by Chaos Spawn and Morghur as well. It does look like there's 2 Empire Captains and also some Reichsguard that got too close to Morghur and didn't have enough health, and so they instantly just dropped dead. Herpes dealing with the mortar and also a unit of crossbowmen, and the Centaur's just moving off to help the Herpes and taking some opportunistic shots at these swordsmen, who then decide that, you know what, probably, yeah, there's boulders being thrown and probably best not to stick around. Yeah, exactly. So the Karl is now dead. He got jumped by, well, pretty much everyone, to be honest. There's Metallica there, Axel Rose got in as well, Chaos Spawn, Slangors. I mean, it was a bit of an orgy of destruction, or in the case of Axel Rose and the Slangors, just an orgy. However, the enemy army still hasn't broken entirely, so we've still got an Empire Captain, 2 Empire Captains. In fact, the Belieber himself, Adolphus Bieber, is coming back to the fight. He thinks he can probably take on the entire Beastman horde by himself. is kind of wavering about it. His leadership is only -1, which is impressive considering the rest of the army is pretty much dead. We're chasing down the last few units. So the Empire Captain Colt, he's running away. Chaos Spawn have gone out of control, but are not really doing anything. And Belieber again is decided to come back to fight. He's wavering. He's very tired, but he's thinking about trying to fight the entire army. But then Tweedledee lobs a rock at him, and he decides that actually, you know what, maybe not. So there we go. I mean, Karl is now dead again. We haven't killed Karl this campaign, have we? First Karl death. It's always a bit of a milestone. As is Malagore reaching level 92. Good work, Malagore. And we are going to sacrifice the captives. See if we can get Kazarak. So Malagore has got Reichshammer. Causes terror when fighting against the Empire. Works for me. Is that the remnants of the Marienburg army? Or is that a different Marienburg army? Either way, the Empire is in a little bit of trouble. Oh no! Oh no! Gorebull is down already! That's a shame. That is a shame. Poor old Gorebull. So we've got a Pigeon Plucker Pendant, which decreases flight. Yeah, it's literally one of the worst magic items you can get. And a whole bunch of Empire people is dead. That is... that's the remnants of the army that got away. Now we could lay siege to Marienburg, and in fact I think that's probably what I'm going to do. So Morghur does have a skill point, so we're going to spend that. I think I'm going to put that in Hatred for Men, because we can get Banquet of Flesh next. That's going to up his speed a little bit, which is going to help. And Oxal Rose, you're level 20, so we're going to make you immortal. Well, you've got 2 skill points. In that case, immortal. And do I want more magic item? I mean, we don't have many magic items, and you've got most of your... Yeah, I think... Yeah, let's go for scouting. Increase our drop chance for magical items, and we are going to go and lay siege to Marienburg. Is that okay? I think that's fine. I think that'll be okay. So let's continue the siege. Yeah, we're still going to get replenishment. That's fine.
I must keep my holy vow.
I don't think they'll attack. I just don't think they've got the balls. I think this is going to be fine. Can we move? If I go anywhere else, I can't. Damn, I was hoping to encamp, but I can't do that because I'm too close. Malagore, you've got a skill point. Let's go for something wicked this way comes. That reduces enemy leadership by 9. That's pretty potent. A little bit concerned about this army, but otherwise I don't think they've got much, because they're going to run out of supplies in 1 turn. We can get a couple of siege towers as well, just in case we do want to attack Marienburg. But if we can burn Marienburg to the ground, then I think both Marienburg and the Empire are pretty much on their last legs. I mean, the Empire does have quite a few settlements, but I don't think they've got much of an army at the moment. In fact, are they... Okay, Marine. They are defensive allies, so they could reinforce this. But I think it's going to be okay. Famous last words. Anyway, that, I'm afraid, is going to have to be that for this episode because we are running out of time. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.